Hello, beautiful beings and starseeds. I wanted to hop on here. I just had a pretty cool download. I was kind of thinking about and prepping a little bit for the Galactic Federation coming this Tuesday. I keep mixing up the dates there, but it's May 11th coming up this Tuesday. And I was just kind of thinking about really not meditating or concentrating hard about what humanity needs right now. We are in such an extreme precipice. We are in such an extreme middle ground right now. There is so much information, but what is the information that we can all benefit from? Now, recently I've been probably the past 2 months talking in tandem half about expectations, attachments, conditions that we put on our reality, and basically our general belief and perception around reality, okay? So half of what's been coming through is clean up your perception, clean up your belief, get rid of the shit that is not serving your highest vibration, okay? That's really important. We've all been challenged. All of us have been challenged recently with that perception and the reality that we're creating and clearing out the old shit. The other half of what I've really been focusing on and just downloading, like I only really come on a video when I have something tangible to say, right? Which is great that I get to do that these days. And the other half of what's been coming through is manifestation, 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 which is all really truly through focus and intention. We need to clear all of the space in our reality, in our energy fields, in our focus space, okay? We need to clear all of that in order to manifest. And so we're just kind of at this point where we're clearing and creating simultaneously, and it's a lot. So when I was tuning into the Galactic Federation today, once again, just kind of thinking about what Tuesday is going to feel like and what the focus is going to be on, it hit me. It came to me so easily. We need to start talking about the next step. Now, not everyone is ready for this next step, and there's nothing to say you're the one who's ready and you're not. In every moment, sometimes we are ready for the next step, and in some moments we're not ready for the next step. And that's how it goes for everyone. But I finally actually got what the next step was. Beyond perception, belief, conditions, and attachments. Beyond manifestation, quantum looping, and quantum hopping, all right, is tools. It's tools. It's tools, it's tools, it's tools. Now, okay, here's part of the download. During this Tuesday's Galactic Federation event, the main focus is going to be on tangible tools. What can we, being me as the translator and a group of interdimensional advanced beings, what can we teach humanity so that humanity, humans, people can have the tools required and necessary to fight the fucking battle we are all gearing up for? What are the tools? Is it astral traveling? Is it telepathy? Is it honing in on our empathic abilities? Is it lucid dreaming? Is it instantaneous healing? Is it quantum looping and manifestation? But what are the tools? I feel like I said, we have to be at a very clear, objective, neutral, and 0 point place to be able to not just access the tools, but to use them appropriately. We need to be pretty clear. You may be going through a hell of a time this week, and you may not be clear to utilize the tools that we're going to give you on Tuesday right away. That's okay. The second that you hear about these tools, the second that you access the knowledge of them, just like reading a book, you may not be able to process or translate or integrate that information or those tools right away, but your soul has them. And eventually that integration will take place. It's very similar to this V course that I'm creating right now. A lot of my awareness and intention is going into what are some tangible things that we can teach people that are going to allow individuals to never need to be taught again. That is the ultimate freedom for all of humanity. And I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like not every teacher in this space teaches in that way. How do we teach absolute freedom so that you're never ever going to need me again? That is 5D teaching, right? Is to teach you to be the teacher and to be the student while teaching, right? That's 5D right there. It's being on both sides of the scale. That's where we're going. And recently I recorded, and I don't know if I put out the video. I might have, I might not. I literally can't keep track. But it was a video talking about how things like chakras and crystals and even earthing or Reiki, as controversial as this may be in the spiritual community, these are things of the past. We don't need these things anymore. And as much as I love things like saging, all right, we don't even need to sage to clear energetic space. We're getting to this point in this new vibrational frequency where we do not need the 3D to anchor us into the 5D. At a certain point in time, we have the conscious awareness to observe everything objectively and choose to utilize aspects of the 3D to anchor the 5D into 3D, if that makes sense. But we don't need it. We don't need the 3D as an anchor anymore. Not to disrespect the 3D, all right? Not to disrespect the physical world, but sometimes we attach ourselves so much to the physical world, or let's call it physical spirituality, where we convince ourselves we need something like a portal or going to Sedona or a crystal or a meditation every single day or a vegan diet or what have you. We need that to be aligned, to be spiritual, to be connected, to be blank. And we don't, right? These are all crutches. These are all tools. But what I just downloaded is that we all need to be stepping into and understanding the quantum tools, the vibrational tools. What do we need at an awareness level, at a belief level, at a perception level, to integrate into our reality level? What do we need as a tool, an energetic tool, to empower ourselves to never need to rely on the physical again? That's ultimate liberation. And it's a fine line. That's why I'm saying not everyone is ready for that extent yet. And I still love crystals. I mean, crystals are a very easy way to connect to energetic hubs, right? Especially when you're tired and drained and you've been doing a lot of work elsewhere. I love burning sage. I love utilizing the physical world as tools. But we're also getting to this place in understanding and knowing that we don't need that to get to where we need to go. It's true sovereignty. That's what it is. And we don't even know that we're holding ourselves back in lack of sovereignty because we're not aware of our habit patterns, our conditions, our attachments, our beliefs, our thoughts most of the time. And that's where we're getting to. Yeah, so it's just, it's a very interesting time right now of really moving into this new place and swinging all into the spiritual, the non-physical, the vibrational, the quantum, and then getting into a place of neutrality. I have gone all physical, all attachment to the physical, even attachment to the physical in a spiritual sense. I've tried all the diets and all of the meditations and all of the teachers and all of the knowledge, and that's great. Now I'm ready to swing all the way over to the spiritual, the non-physical, the tools, the access myself, rather than utilizing something to access that world. I am the thing that I'm utilizing to access that world, which is great. That's full sovereignty. Then you get to a place of being in the middle. Now, I want to mention one more step as far as swinging to the full vibrational. The first step is having the knowledge, right? You can get out of your body and travel to a different room in your house or travel to a different country without ever leaving your living room. Imagine that. How great is that, right? So, utilizing these two. So knowing, first of all, knowing that that's possible. You can astral travel. That is possible. Knowing that time is an illusion. That's possible. Wow. The knowledge is the first step, because the knowledge intertwines with your belief system, which intertwines with your perception, which intertwines with your focus, which intertwines with an experiential reality. You can only ever experience it, or most likely, I'm going to say, not only ever, but most likely, you have to know about it first in order to experience it. So as long as your mind, your vibration, your soul is open to the knowledge, which you guys all are, which is amazing, then you can move to the next step of the experience. You will not be able to swing into this place of neutrality, objective awareness, until you not only have gained access to the knowledge that really your soul already has, nothing new to you, you're an old soul, but then you have to experience it, because the knowledge just isn't enough. If you only ever seek out the knowledge and maybe attach yourself to having the knowledge, but there's a fear or aversion in you for having the full experience, then your soul is always going to be longing for something that you cannot grab onto, because you're lacking the experience end of it. I believe in aliens, for example, but I've never had an alien experience. I've never had an abduction. I've never seen a UFO. So that's great that you believe in it, but sometimes we over-attach ourselves to the belief or under-attach ourselves to the belief in thinking, that's probably out there, but I'm never going to experience it. And we hold ourselves back from viscerally having that experience. Once you've had all of those experiences and you really truly now believe that it's all possible, then you can chill a little bit on needing to know, on needing to experience, and you can come into that place of neutrality. I feel like I have had many years of the ego, the physical, the material, the everything in this physical world, and how boring and overstimulating, and I guess boring and overstimulating are two different energies, but really, it really didn't serve that deeper purpose, going all the way to the spiritual, needing to know all of the knowledge, needing to have all of the experience, having all of that, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it, and then coming to this place where I don't really need any of the physical, and I really don't need any of the spiritual, right? It's like really this place of freedom. Not that I'm there all the time and it's a blissful place. I still have my own challenges and doubts and things like that. But I feel like I'm kind of one step ahead of humanity. And it's a great place to be, because then I can teach the step that you're in right now, which is wanting, craving, desiring, thirsty. You're thirsty for spirituality. You're thirsty for the experience. And I'm excited to now be swinging into the direction of, wow, humanity is ready for the tools. You're ready to have the experience. It's been potentially months for you, it's been potentially years for you of gaining access to knowledge, especially if you're on my channel. Here's all the knowledge about all the things, right? Not all the things, but a lot of things. And now it's time to say, time for you to become the teacher. It's time for you to start astral traveling. It's time for you to start lucid dreaming. It's time for you to start being telepathic. You guys already are. It's time for you to start experiencing that more. And I want to leave you off with one more thing. I know this. I know this so clearly for a fact. The only thing that is separating you from where you are right now to where you want to go within the experience is your belief. You're already psychic. You're already telepathic. You're already a divine healer. You already have all of this knowledge within you. The only thing that's separating you from getting to this point is the belief that you have in yourself for being telepathic, for being psychic, for being clairaudient and clairvoyant and clairsentient and all the clairs. How much do you really believe in yourself? And what elements of your reality right now are holding you back from the ability to believe even further? All right, that's all for me. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you all so much, as always, for being here.